Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 24th of January to the 7th of February 2022. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is the Green Wheel Oracle, which I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Cancer for the 24th of January to the 7th of February 2022. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? So let's just take a couple of cards and let's see what you get. Snake and the Water Moon. The snake has many connotations for us. This is a card that speaks to renewal, healing, leaving something behind, sort of allowing something to fall back in order to embrace something new. And you've got the Water Moon, which is about tapping into your intuition, reflecting, a time of quiet and reflection, a time of deep emotions, and also going with the flow, allowing something to come to the surface, sitting with it, accepting it, and then letting it pass on. So there you have the Water Moon and the snake. And let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Cancer for the 24th of January to the 7th of February 2022. What messages are here for Cancer? Oopsie, for the next 2 weeks. What does Cancer need to know at this time? And I'm using the Lunne Tarot to put down an 8-card spread for you, Cancer, with the first 2 cards depicting you in your current situation, where you are now. The next 2 cards highlighting the challenges you may be facing at this time. The following 2 cards offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the last 2 cards, which may reveal your potential outcome to your situation. It'll show the energies that you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Where you are. The 8 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles as your challenge, and you have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords for your guidance, and you move towards the 2 of Wands and the King of Wands. At the bottom of the deck you've got the Hermit card. Now this is a card of healing as well as a card of introspection, reflection, taking yourself out of the busyness in order to find the answers within, find some illumination, but also finding healing as well, which fits in with the Snake card. So where you begin, there is something, to me it looks like wanting to get back on track, wanting to get back on the horse after a period of mourning, a period of sorrow, and a time of regret. And what this sort of Five of Pentacles teaches us is that although you may be focused on what's lost, as the character in the card, stares down at the five tipped over vessels, what is more important, or what can alleviate this sense of regret and sorrow and mourning, is that to turn your attention on what's still available to you, what's still upright. Here are two upright vessels. So what it sort of says, all is not lost. It's a matter of where you look, a matter of where your focus is. And in order to get back on track, the suggestion here is that you look towards what you can still salvage in a situation. The Knight of Pentacles is about doing the practical things you need to get on, taking steps in an everyday sort of way, in order to build up something that could bring back a sense of security and stability. It's about hard work, being prepared, or being, sort of preparing yourself for some hard work. The thing with the Knight of Pentacles, sometimes he overthinks things. He does too much planning, too much forethought, which sort of ties in a bit with the Five of Cups, overthinking things. So you do have a time of reflection here, but the potential is to overthink things, and that moves us towards your challenge cards, which you have the Eight of Swords, which is about how you perceive a situation. It's sort of, your challenge here is to move beyond that sense of being trapped, bound down in something that doesn't feel comfortable for you. Here the figure is, she's not seeing things clearly. She feels totally surrounded by problems, and she feels tied down in her situation. But the ribbons or the binds that tie her are actually very loose. If she could slip her hands out and remove the blindfold, she'll see that there's a way through these swords which present the problems, the troubles of the mind. So your challenge is finding a new perspective, and in order to do that, you may well need to take a break, to take yourself out of a lot of busyness, or sort of move away from your current situation. Find some quiet time for inner reflection. Because the longer you focus on the sense of being trapped or lost, and the sense of sorrow and feeling that things are slipping you by, the longer you focus on those negative aspects around you, the less likely you are to find this, to see and harness this potential that is with the Ace of Pentacles. So your challenge is in trying to find that, or trying to recognize and utilize a potential for you to build something up again, to find that growth and productivity, to get back into busyness and building things up. Your guidance sort of suggests that, and it's in line with this, it sort of suggests that you address a heavy burden that you're carrying and allow something to end, with the Ten of Swords. And that also fits in with your snake. So in order to sort of like draw a line, let something go, let it end, and find, that you can rise up again, just as these birds in this picture, sort of rising up with a new day, sort of suggests that there may be a difficult ending that you're facing at this time, but it holds in it a chance for you to let go of a heaviness that you've been carrying, a sense of overburden that sort of making you feel trapped. And if you can find it in yourself to see the potential in your situation, there it is, in line with the Ten of Swords, with its rising sun. A new day is dawning for you. And in that new day is this potential, this possibility. But, you know, unless you're able to embrace it and use it to your best potential, it's not going to help you. So there's your guidance. Let go of this heavy burden. Allow something to end, because with that ending comes rejuvenation, comes a new dawn, a new day, and, you know, and healing with that. And it, you know, it will move you towards getting back on track, choosing your path. With the Two of Wands here, this is about also a card with some reflection in it as you think of what you've attained, what you've passed. I mean, you know, times past, but also looking towards new horizons and choosing your path. There's a little path going there. So it sort of shows you finding your way at last and moving towards mastering something in a very creative and innovative way. You know, the King of Wands is a leader, someone who leads through inspiration. He inspires others with his vigor of life, you know, his enthusiasm for life. So it sort of shows to me you find refinding an enthusiasm for life again, and healing as well as an answer. So it's sort of, to me, it shows that if you're able to use a time of reflection wisely rather than simply mourning a loss, but being able to draw a line and letting go, let go, you know, sort of what's past, allowing things to just, you know, going with the flow a little and allowing things to move in a fluid way, you know, with the water moon. This is about going with the flow, and in reflection, not getting stuck in looking back, rather finding a way forward by letting go of this difficult ending. And as you let go of it, you feel that release of that burden. You won't be carrying that heavy load anymore, whether it's guilt, regret, or simply a sense of victimization, which is reflected in there. So to sum up then, it's sort of, there's a sense of loss here, a sense of an ending that is difficult to face, that make you feel trapped and also, you know, burdened. And you're called to not simply endure or you know, focus on this loss, but rather look to how you can start again and look to allowing something to end. Because with that comes a sense of freedom, of letting go. That letting go is going to be very healing for you, and it's going to, you know, it can set you on a new path. And on that new path, you find your creativity again, you find your enthusiasm for life, and you master something. The kings are, you know, they're masters of their suits, so this is mastering your creativity, and I get a sense it's like really tapping into it, finding that zest for life and fully, you know, embracing a potential that could almost slip you by unless you're willing to let something go and, you know, get back on track by focusing on harnessing that new dawn, that new beginning in a productive and creative way. Here you have someone who's really productive. This sort of energy is really practical, productive, and this energy is really adventurous, enthusiastic, inspiring. So I think it sort of says, you know, don't give up hope. All is not lost. With an ending, you may find a new beginning, but you need to look for it, and you need to harness it and allow it to take you in a new direction, which is what you've got with the Two of Wands. So there's healing for you, and there's rejuvenation, reinventing yourself through mindful reflection rather than simply remaining in a state of mourning and loss. So there you have it, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks. And God bless you till we meet again.